Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Hey guys, wow, I'm back on the EX30. It's been a while. It feels like it's probably been a month since I first got this wheel. And first, a huge shout out to Liam, who's provided me this demo wheel. And if you're what I would call a low maintenance EUC owner, you know, you can work in your own wheels, all you need is parts, that kind of stuff. Check out Liam's website, link below, for his underground. It's a play on words for underground, based on his last name. Anyway, if you're looking for killer deals that'll make you think you're in 2019 again, yeah, check out his website if you're looking for any Begode or Extreme Bow wheels. He's got a lot coming in. So he provided me this wheel. I bought my own. I bought mine from Liam. I think it's coming in about. Let's see. This is March 31st. So I think they're coming in about probably 3 weeks. I'm expecting after they get through customs and everything. So it'll be fun to have my own personal copy of this wheel. But anyway, I got this wheel like over a month ago. And just been problems. One problem basically, the batteries, or the power delivery system, I should say that, because ultimately there were no problems with the batteries. I replaced the battery on this wheel, and then I still was having extreme range problems, and ended up giving the wheel to Roger. And pretty much knew what the problem was going to be, and yeah, that was it. It was a power distribution board. Oh, what's funny is this power distribution board, the new one in this wheel, came from my Master Pro. That's a whole nother subject. Maybe I'll post a link to that video on my Master Pro, what I did to that for the I put a new power distribution board in that, took out the old one, gave it to Roger, and he ended up putting in this one. What's nice about that board is it was one of the original power distribution boards, so it doesn't have doesn't give you the power loss that most people are experiencing with the new Begode wheels, where you kind of depends on the wheel, but you can't get a full charge. Anywhere between 132 and 134.4. Like this wheel now charges up to 134.4 volts. And also, it seems like there's no phantom power draw. It's like this power distribution board they're using, you lose voltage, and then it's sucking down the batteries too, when you're not riding the wheel. So this EX30 has a Perfecto power distribution board in it now. And it's great. I've been riding for, 8 miles or so right now. And I've been in the, like right now I'm 86% battery, but I've been riding 30 miles an hour most of this time. And it's great. Before I'd get on this wheel after full charge, after riding about a mile, it would be down to like 80%. So it looks like finally I have a fully functioning EX30. So right now I'm just taking it on probably a 50-mile ride, just a high-speed ride around the rivers. Let me give you a view of where I'm going right now. I'm going on the Rio Hondo River, heading north. You can probably see the mountains in front of me. It's really windy today, but yeah, as usual, Southern California, it's just been pounded with rain. Who says it never rains in Southern California? Really, this has been really unusual year. I just saw that California looks like they may have broken the most snow on record ever. Birds. The most snow ever. I mean, just huge amounts of snow up north in the mountains. Down by me, we haven't been to ride much the last couple months because of snow on the mountains, on the roads. The avalanches have been blocking roads. So I've been stuck with this kind of riding mostly. I'll get back to you as I continue on here a little bit. Someone that doesn't know what side to ride on. This is the Monte Airport. Small little airport. You see the little planes taking off and landing here periodically through the day. There's a little rest stop up here. I'll take a stop at the take a break. And you can see the river here. Water's flowing. Again, all the rivers in LA now. Usually you see me riding down there. Nope, not anytime soon, I don't think. And this doesn't have much water in it, really. Some of them have a lot more water. Let's see if I can stop here. There aren't a bunch of people here. Looks good. Yeah, so you can just stop here and sit on the benches and watch airplanes take off and land. I usually stop here when I'm riding. So let's take a look at the river again, Rio Hondo River. Here's the plane coming in. Nice landing. So basically all these rivers back in the 40s, I think these were mostly paved over in the 40s, I think 40s and 50s. Like the one that's near my house, I'm pretty sure that was like they finished in the 50s, and once they paved these over, they could build houses here, because before that, when storms like this would come along, it'd be like a wild river, and there'd be huge floods all over the area. So the vast areas in Southern California, you couldn't build because of the flood damage. But now that everything's paved over, everything's controlled, so no more flooding. And yeah, it's been years since I've been seeing lots of water in these things. So let's see. There's the EX30. My fairing system that I put on it. It's been this wheel's been seeing some demo use, so some of the corners are broken. This is 1/8 inch plywood. Again, this is kind of a prototype, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go with a commercial system when I get my personal EX30 or if I make my own. Just undecided. But if I make my own, I'll use the exact same template, but I'll make it out of some kind of a plexiglass, maybe a little thicker, and that should stand up to the abuse in the corners. In the foam, I use double-sided tape. For a lot of areas, that's holding up fine, but for some of the corners, they're coming loose a little bit. So again, on the next one I make, I'll use epoxy. I've used epoxy with foam, and epoxy is just, it turns the foam into one piece. I mean, you can't, it'll never come off. So epoxy is actually great. And epoxy is, I guess it depends on the epoxy you use, but it can be flexible too, which works good with foam. All right, well, I'll take a little break here, and I'll get back to you as I continue my journey. Okay, well, I'm passing the halfway point, I think, roughly, heading back south towards home. I'm about 25 miles into the ride, 65% battery under load, 122 volts. Oh man, it's so nice to be riding a wheel that's, you know, behaving as you would expect it to. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I've been riding fast. I mean, you know, for me, like right now, 29, 30 miles an hour wheel speed. And yeah, it's been fun. So I think today's a Friday for me. Afternoon, late afternoon. It's 5:45. Sunset's around 7, I think. I should be home by then for sure. And yeah, so I think Saturday is going to be a bit warmer of a day. There'll be blue sky, I hope. So I think I'll pack a lunch and I'm going to ride from home to Mount Wilson. What I've done before. I go up to Henninger Flats, assuming the trail is open, and eat my lunch up there in the mountains, and then come back home. I'll do all that on the EX30. Yeah, come up on a little. So now I'm riding alongside the San Gabriel River. This is the one that goes by my house, maybe a half a mile from my house. Let me show you the condition of the river here. That's cool. They have a bunch of these mini dams. They're probably just kind of basically just to slow down the water flow so it doesn't get out of control. There's probably like a dozen of these between here and my house. Normally there's like no water running over them, but yeah, now it's flowing. It's cool. So this bicycle trail I'm on right now will go pretty much continuously all the way down to the ocean. If I took it to the ocean, it'd probably be, let's see, there's a mile marker here. Let me ride to the next mile marker. That should tell me how long I could ride this, but yeah, I'm really spoiled to be able to ride these trails like this. They're really, by and large, they're in just smooth, fantastic condition. 34 miles, okay. So I could ride for about 34 miles and I'd be at the Pacific Ocean, non-stop. 34 miles of this trail. It's pretty cool. All right, continuing on. No water flowing over this one. But yeah, a few days ago, all these things were just, water is just moving. You can tell, I think maybe you can tell, actually when this is flowing, I don't think I've seen it since I started riding EUCs, but maybe a decade ago, longer. I've seen water flowing up to almost the top of the bike path. So that's a pretty big river. A lot of water flows through here. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the EX30. Let's see, what do I have here? 36 miles, 50% battery, 119 volts, thereabouts. So that's great. Top speed 35 miles an hour, wheel indicated. My riding is 22 miles an hour. It's probably about 20 miles an hour GPS riding average, which includes all the slow downs and stops like what I'm doing right now. There's a bunch of little mini bikes coming. All the years I've been riding this trail, I've never seen that before. I've seen one or two every once in a while, blue moon. Usually I never see them, but that's the first time I've seen a mini bike group ride. Technically, they are definitely not supposed to be here because they are actual motor vehicles with a internal combustion engine. They're loud and they stink. Can't compare that to an electric unicycle. We're quiet, we don't pollute. Anyway, yeah, the EX30. So yeah, good. It's performing great in terms of the battery, and I love the ride of this wheel. I have so many wheels, and when I jump around, it usually it can take me 10 to 20 miles sometimes to get tuned back into the wheel. But I am now on this one, and it feels so stable. I love the braking on it. Smooth braking, no wobbles, no sense of wobbles, from the braking action. It's going to be a great wheel for 2023 for riding. All the summer rides coming up. Little reminder, I might as well throw this in there. October 14th, the start of my 5th and final Southern California EUC Tour. 7 days of fantastic riding with 50 to 100 people. It's a blast. Really fun. It's a social experience. You get to meet a lot of people. It's a great community we have, and fantastic riding. If you want to enjoy the most amazing riding in the United States, I'm a little biased perhaps, but we got some pretty spectacular rides for electric unicycles here. Lots of mountain rides. Join us. Put it on your calendar. October 14th starts on a Saturday, and we'll go for 7 straight days, probably about 450 miles you'll put on your wheel. So hope to see you. All right, I'm going to continue, and I'll probably stop one more time and just give you the final stats when I get home, which I think will be about close to 50 miles thereabouts. And talk to you in a second. Well, I'm probably a couple miles from home, and 48 miles, about 30% battery. under a little bit of load. And again, riding pretty aggressively today, this whole ride. Fighting a pretty good headwind too on the way back. So at least I can say now that I have a fully functioning EX30 and the battery's performing as I would have expected, beautifully. So it's going to be a nice long range wheel. Cool. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and hopefully I'll have more EX30 content coming your way. Until next time, safe riding.